I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. I'm Rhonda, and you're watching the Country Girls Cooking, and welcome to my back porch. I hope you all are doing great today. And thank you for all of those wonderful comments that I've gotten. Thank you so much. There's another lady that I watch. Her name is Linda Hauser, Houser. I like her. She's a very sweet individual. She does a lot of gardening plus cooking, if y'all want to check her out. She's good. I've chatted with her some. She does live streams a lot. She even plays games on live stream, I think. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for dinner. I didn't cook dinner yesterday. I think I was just beat from the other day. That was a long time in the kitchen. But if you would, and if you do watch my channel, please subscribe if you haven't, and hit the like button and share. There's a whole bunch of things that we have to meet criteria wise in order to even get a sponsor. So I just started out, and I'm so appreciative of the subscribers that I've got. Thank you so much. And the sweet comments, they just touch my heart. They really do. But anyway, I'm thinking about making either I thought I had made it up. Then I Googled it, and there's a lot of these casseroles. I thought, dang, I thought I had made up something special. But it's a Sloppy Joe tater tot casserole. I was going to make that. So it's either that or some type of casserole. I don't really know what yet. Probably going to be the Sloppy Joe tater tot casserole. It's a nice breeze coming through here. But just wanted to say hey, and thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. I really do appreciate it. So I'll see y'all in the kitchen shortly. And thanks again. God bless. Hey y'all. So I made that Sloppy Joe tater tot casserole, and I went by a recipe that was online. Well, I cannot post something that doesn't taste good. I'm not going to deceive y'all into telling y'all, oh, make this. No, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. It was beautiful. It looked beautiful, but Randy didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I like just about everything, but it wasn't good. And I went by the recipe, and I just a tater tot and Sloppy Joe, I guess, to me, just don't jihad together. Now, there's probably a better recipe out there, but I picked a recipe according to the ingredients that I had, and I didn't like it at all. So that's why I did not post it. My salad was good, but that stuff, it just it seemed like the flavors just didn't work together. And I don't know how the recipe, if anybody else has made it and thought the same thing, but I just wasn't fond of it, and I didn't want to post it. But I am gonna make a cake. I'm gonna make that red velvet cake, the doctored up cake. You use a box of red velvet cake mix, which I really don't understand, because you're using all the other ingredients and adding flour just like you were going to make a cake, a red velvet cake. But I'm here to tell you, it is delicious. It is. It's probably one of the best cakes I've ever had, and it's moist. So anyway, I'm going to get in here and get that going. I'm going to make a cream cheese, buttered cream cheese icing. And I set this out here. It's not hot out here at all. It's about 6:30 in the evening. I just took it out of the refrigerator, and I thought, well, maybe if I sit it out here on the back porch, it'll get room temperature quicker. Randy says I have it cold in the house. So he's been hanging out on the back porch today. And I'm like, why are you out here? He said, because you're freezing me. Oh, me. So I'm going to get in the house, and we're going to start this cake. Okay. I think I got just about everything together. Now, you want, let me see if I can't get in the light a little bit better. You want any type of red velvet, just one box of red velvet cake mix. Okay, you don't go by this recipe. Just get a box and just don't pay any attention to none of this. Okay, dump it in a bowl. Okay, just dump that in the bowl, throw that box away. Okay, now you add 1 cup of leveled all-purpose flour. See, it's leveled. 1 cup. And stir that in. All right, I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on here. Okay. Now, you've got to have 1 cup of sugar. And I can't never get into the sugar unless I spill it everywhere, right? Okay, 1 cup of sugar going in. I know it's a lot of ingredients, but I'm telling you, it'll be the best cake you've ever made. It's my fave. And I wouldn't steer you wrong. All right, now we need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And I'm using that because that's all I've got. I usually have like dark cocoa powder, but I'm out. I need to order me some more. So that is 2 tablespoons, and this is a 2 tablespoon measurer of cocoa powder. Okay. And if you want to make this into a chocolate cake, you can use a chocolate cake box mix, you know what I'm talking about? And then use the same amount of cocoa powder. Just don't use the red velvet. That's what I've done. And it turns out wonderful. I'm sure you could use carrot cake mix. Just take out the cocoa powder. Okay. I've got to have a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Let me see if I gotta have any baking powder. Hold on. Baking soda. Okay, I don't need any baking powder, I don't think. Because when you put the buttermilk in here with the baking soda, that works as a leveling agent. It causes a chemical reaction, and that's what helps it rise. Plus, you're going to be adding vinegar to it too, so that does a trick-a-maroo. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to add. I'm just trying to make sure I got all of my dry ingredients. So we got 1 box of red velvet cake mix. We got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We've got 1 cup of granulated sugar. We've got 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I've already added that. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Plus I'm using salted butter. A 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. And that's all of the dry ingredients. Now we're going to do the wet. You got to have 3 room temperature eggs and 1 stick of melted butter. I added my eggs in with my butter, okay, just to make it easier. Alrighty. Now, then we got to have 1/4 cup of oil, vegetable oil or canola oil, whatever you have. I always spill something. All right. Now you've got to have 1 1/2 cups of buttermilk. Always shake your buttermilk up. So I've got a measuring cup here, and I'm gonna do 1 1/2. Okay. Preheat your oven. I probably already said that, to 335. 335. Make sure you get all your ingredients out. Get it all. Okay. Got your oil, got your butter, got your buttermilk, you got your eggs. Now you've got to add the sour cream. You got to have 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. What is that? I can't see that. That's not it. I'll just use this. Okay. So I've got some sour cream, and I'm using full fat sour cream. I'm using full fat buttermilk. That's what you want to do. Okay? If you're gonna make a cake, make a cake. All right, that's 1. 2. That's 3. 3/4 cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt. Alrighty. Let me get this up. You want to add some vanilla. Then you want to add a tablespoon of vinegar. It says white vinegar. I don't use white vinegar. It doesn't matter because I've used it before. That's a teaspoon. Hold on. 1 tablespoon, that's what it says. 1 tablespoon of vinegar. There we go. And that causes a reaction, causes bubbles, mixes with the baking soda and the vinegar, and that causes a wonderful flavor and a wonderful reaction for it to rise. I'm telling y'all, it just makes a lot of cake. Then you have to add some red food coloring, even though it's some in there. Last time I didn't have any red food coloring and it still turned out pretty good. So, you know, that's up to you. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, makes you want to sing. Okay, make sure I got everything in here. Got your flour, your sugar, your sour cream, your cocoa powder, your baking soda, vanilla extract, your oil, your butter, your eggs, buttermilk, and then I'm not going to add much of this. Red food coloring. It doesn't take much. You want to mix it really good. I love this thing right here. If y'all don't have one, y'all need to get yourself one. Sorry about the banging. Oh, it's so good, y'all. And then I'm going to take this and scrape down this bowl. Make sure every bit of that goodness is in there. Okay? Okay. This is the best cake. I'm going to tell you right now. I know I keep saying it, but it is not no joke. I don't play around when it comes to food. I don't play around when it comes to food. Okay. All right. I'm double checking again. Okay. Y'all might want to write this down. I'll put it in the description box. 1 box of red velvet cake mix. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. 1 cup of granulated sugar. You got to have 3/4 cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt. You got to have 2 tablespoons, Randy's sneezing, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You got to have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil or canola oil. You got to have 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of butter melted. Then you got to have 1.5 cups of full fat buttermilk, or you can make your buttermilk with whole milk. Just drop some vinegar in it, stir it up, and you got buttermilk. And 1 tablespoon, it says white vinegar, that's fine. I don't have white vinegar. I always use apple cider vinegar. That's what I've used. And it reacts the same. Actually, I think there's a little more acid in that apple cider than it is white. I think it is. It tastes like it is. Okay. Preheat your oven to 335. You got to have 3 round cake pans. 8 by 2. And you need to spray and, you know, make it non-stick. Put parchment paper in it, whatever you choose to, or you normally do to keep your cakes from sticking. I don't flour my cake pans unless I have to, because I don't like that flour on the bottom of my cakes. But let me wash my hands. I'm messing with my nose. Okay, let me get my pans. Now my oven, I only cook two rounds at a time because I don't want to put one on top and one on the bottom, because it seems like to me one always gets too done. So I just set one out, cook these two, and then put the other one in there. That's what I do. And now my phone's crooked. And what I do is I just spoon this in. Look how thick that batter is, y'all. It is so scrumptious. It's the best daggone cake. All right, that's about right. Hold your ears. I always put a little divot in the center. Sometimes that helps keep it from puffing up too much. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it does. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I didn't count to see how many I put in here. Did y'all? Looks about right. Hold your ears. Oh, that's so good. Let me put this in the oven. Let me see how long I gotta bake those. I forgot. Mm-mm-mm. 25 to 30 minutes. I'll put it on about 23 minutes because I don't want to over bake it, you know. And this one might have more in it. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not sure. It don't matter. It's just a homemade cake. It's about right. Yep, it worked out about right, y'all. Maybe a different story after it's baked, huh? Y'all, y'all just don't know how wonderful that smells. Ugh. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. It tastes so good. It's so good. All right, I'm gonna put this over on top of the stove and wait for those to cook, and then I'm gonna put this one in there. And I'm gonna clean all this up. I failed, and I'm sorry, but I failed to tell y'all how much red food coloring to put in there. It says 1 tablespoon of super red food coloring. It's totally up to you. I did not put a tablespoon. I put probably a couple of teaspoons because it's already red from this. Okay, you gotta have, for the icing, you gotta have 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese, 16 ounces, and 1 stick of softened butter. Now, mine was not room temperature, but I stuck it in the microwave with the stick of butter for 10 seconds each time. And it took about 25-30 seconds. And it's pretty soft now. See, so it'll incorporate, and when I put that vanilla bean paste in there, it's gonna be cold again. Hey, as far as the icing goes, now I have a stand mixer, a KitchenAid stand mixer, but I don't want to get all that out. And I have a KitchenAid hand mixer. Now, this can happen when you're dealing with cream cheese. If you don't think that it can handle it, I wouldn't burn my mixer up. You'll have to do it by hand. But if you have a good mixer, then, you know, it'll take care of it. But it takes a good mixer to deal with something really thick. I'm sure y'all know what your mixer can take. Okay. I need to get some containers and put my flour and all that stuff in. I just haven't done it. I just put it in plastic bags and keep going. Oh, them cakes smell so good, y'all. One is just about ready. Let me try it. Ow. Okay. Try the other one. A few more minutes for that one. I'm gonna slide this one over here and put this one in. Now you see how I did the top of that cake? It kept it from getting really puffy. You know how some cakes I get that, you know. If it's a thick batter, you can kind of work your way. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me a second. Well, I can't see. Timer. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Now, pretty much gonna have to add a whole bag of this confectionery sugar. And I put a pinch of salt and some vanilla bean paste. Okay. It's getting hot in here, y'all. Okay. Let me see if I can't do this without making a mess. I can't do anything with powdered sugar without making a mess. See, you have to have a pretty tough mixer. I bought my sister a mixer one time. It was last year, because hers conked out. She has a stand mixer too, but she's like me. She hates to get it out. And she was making this cake, and the one that I bought her, it burned it up. So I had to contact where I got it from. And you know, they never did make that right. Shame on them. Just add a little bit at a time. That's what I do. I hear you. Okay, I got you. Why is it? See, I told y'all my microwave does crazy stuff. Look, it's beeping for no reason. Oh, yeah, it is too. My bad. I'm so crazy. It's my timer. Y'all, I don't know. It's new. I didn't think the buzzer sounded like that. I feel crazy. I forgot I even set the daggone thing. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Tell I've been in the kitchen too long. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get this mixed up and I'll be back. Hey. So here's two of them. I got them on a cooling rack cooling. And there's one in the oven. And I just finished my icing. Put this in. I transferred it into a clean bowl. So, let me show y'all. Ooh! Hey, I dropped the phone. I'm gonna tell you what's the truth. I'm sitting here talking, and I look, and it ain't even recording. And I've done wasted like a whole paragraph. It's hot in here. But anyway, here's the icing. And you don't want to put it in the refrigerator, because if you do, unless it's really runny or something, because it would be hard to ice. Then you'd have to let it sit out for a little bit, you know, and get room temperature. And you want to keep this cake in the refrigerator. Now, if it was cold outside, I could keep it on the back porch, but it's not cold enough, so I got to find some room in my refrigerator, y'all. That's gonna be a chore. So I got one in the oven. It's gonna be coming out here in about 2 minutes. I didn't mean to drop the phone. So one rose a little bit higher than the other one, see? I can put that one on the top. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But they've got to cool. I put this one on a piece of parchment paper so that way I can peel it off easy so it wouldn't stick. So it's going to take a little while for these to cool, and I'll be back to icing them. Hey, I'm back. The cakes are cooled. It's 9 o'clock. So anyway, I took some icing and I put it on this plate. This is one of them spin plates to keep the cake, you know, in place. Keep it from sliding. Okay, I'm going to take, now I could slice these and make several layers, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm just going to do it this way. Okay. I hope this thing doesn't fall like it did a minute ago. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. Have you some water. That way, if maybe I won't spill it. I don't know if I'll spill it or not. I'm kind of a klutz. Let me set this over here so I won't knock it over. Oh. Randy's burping, y'all. He just had a pack of crackers and some Dr. Pepper, so he's having him a belching moment. Okay, just take you some icing. Y'all know how to ice in a cake. Get your plate and turn it. That's the best way I found to do it. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the best cake. Y'all gonna love it. You can use a piping bag if you choose. Y'all, please make this cake. You won't regret it. You know, Mother's Day's coming up. It'd be a great cake to make for your mom or your daughter make it for your mom or somebody. Okay, that's good enough. I like to do each layer. It's not so hard to, you know. Let's see, I was going to use that big one for the top. Okay. Now you can crumb coat this if you want to, and that means just put some icing, like a thin layer of icing on it. put it in the freezer, and you know, that makes it keeps it from crumbing up. You know what I'm talking about. Like when you ice it and you get into the cake itself. I've done that, and I'll probably wind up doing it here. I don't know. I'm trying not to. That's why I try to maneuver it from the top and let it fall over to the sides. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Oh, me, y'all. I'm gonna have to have a piece of this tonight. I did not eat any dinner after tasting that. How disappointed I was in that casserole I made. I guess I'm gonna have to look up reviews on food now. And if your cake slides, you can stick some skewers in it, some straws to keep it in place. But it's a pretty big cake. I think I put too much icing on that one, on that layer. I'm gonna dip it in this water right here. It's a warm cup of water. Alrighty. See how beautiful this cake turned out, y'all? Randy's having a coughing spell, it looks like. Sorry, I'm concentrating, y'all. It's kind of warm in here. Well, I hope this is enough icing because I normally have a lot left over, but I really piled the icing on it this time. I probably put too much on the bottom layer. think that's it. All right. Trying to make sure I get all this red covered up. It's a little lopsided. It's the icing. I gotta leave it alone. Alrighty. That's about as good as it's gonna get, guys. Alrighty. Oh, me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It is a little lopsided, but it's because of the icing. I don't know, the cake might be lopsided. Does that look lopsided?
No.
It's good cake. You've had this cake before. Tell them how good it is.
It's good.
It is a wonderful cake, y'all. I kid you not. I know I just done that, but I gotta pull some more icing over here. I'm trying to get it right. I guess putting it in the refrigerator would help. All right, that's just gonna have to do. Yummy. Just trying to cover up some of this red. I normally can decorate a cake better than this, but it's late. I saw somebody the other day wet their fingers. Let me wash my hands again, hold on. All right, my hands are clean, and they did something like this. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Oh. So that's going to have to be put in the refrigerator. Because it's warm in here. Sorry, my hands are in the way, y'all. Or my arm. All right. I'm going to attempt to do something here. I'm going to stick these straws right down in here so the cake won't fall. I don't think it will, but you never know. That way it'll keep it in place until you know, chill it a little bit. But I'm going to eat some of it. All right, I'm cleaning up the bottom of it. So, red velvet cake is heavy. It's delicious. Delicious. It'll make your soul sing. All right, let me get me a plate. Get a white plate. Let me get a big knife. Probably should cut it over here on this side. I don't want to wipe it off. Oh. Okay. That icing to come off. Snap. It's so moist. A little piece of it's trying to fall. Oh. All right, I got a cup of coffee, y'all. Three big fat layers. Big fat layers. Open up. It'll be better tomorrow. When you put it in the refrigerator, you can even put coconut on this cake if you wanted to, y'all. Y'all, I can't talk. You can taste the chocolate. It's got that little bit of twang, you know, that a red velvet has. And that cream cheese. Oh my word. And if you're sensitive to the red velvet food coloring, make it chocolate. Or get the yellow cake mix or the chocolate cake mix and make it that way and leave off the red food coloring. And go by the exact recipe. Y'all want a bite? Y'all take a bite. Look how moist that is. I probably should have let it stay in the refrigerator before I cut it. But I'm hungry. And I wanted y'all to see it. Because I'm not going to put anything out there that's not delicious. Y'all got to make this. I got one little piece that's... I should have let it cool, you know, put it in the refrigerator, but I got one little piece that's trying to break. I think I fixed it with my finger. Oh well, it'll be all right. Like I said, it's really warm in here. Where'd my water go? I must have poured it out. Now here it is. Dip it in a little water. There we go. That worked. Just a little bit of water. And I patched it up. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go get my cake plate and put this cake in it. And I'm probably gonna save the rest of this for later. Is my tongue red? Y'all really try the cake. And like I said, if you can't have the red food coloring, just use a chocolate cake or a yellow cake. And, you know, the box cake. But anyway, I will put the recipe in the description box. You won't regret it. I won't tell you anything wrong. So, I got this recipe from Linda. Linda, open your mouth, take a bite. It's good. All right. Love you guys. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. So, with that being said, if y'all watch my channel, please subscribe if you haven't. Please hit the like button and share. That helps me a lot. I need all the subscribers that I can get. And I'm so grateful for the ones that I have. I've had some wonderful comments. And I'm just blessed. Okay? Good night. Mwah. Make some red velvet cake.